For my family, gotta build a legacy. I'ma be the man when I'm dead. Work too hard, I can't slip up, so I'm clutching tight on this lid.
What's going on, everybody? CW Entertainment back with another F122 My Team Career Series. We're coming off of the Canadian Grand Prix where we ended up with our best race finish of the year. We're in a battle with actually Esteban Ocon, battling for P7, and turned out to be a very good race. If you guys haven't checked it out, the playlist link is in the description. You guys can check it out there. But yeah, definitely a great battle back and forth with him. It's like, we had some opportunities to, make some overtakes on him. We kind of just kept going back and forth, but definitely enjoyed it. But today, we had the British Grand Prix. We're headed to Silverstone, one of the most famous tracks in all of F1, and we're going to see what we can do out there. But let's hop into these team activities first and see how things are going on. We have a funded team home event. It's going to cost about $10K. And we also have team building, so yeah, another $10K. So yeah, might as well get this stuff going. And we'll get a visit sponsor headquarters, so we get 500 to claim there. So yeah, pretty simple right there for us to go ahead and knock those out and get some good big boost to the morale for the departments. And here in the facilities, we have 2.7 million in cash. And honestly, I'm thinking about going ahead and getting the fabrication for the powertrain so we can start working on multiple things at once here. If we don't do that, it would be the resource point generation for the chassis department. And honestly, right now, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the fabrication. We've been speaking on it the entire series so far. The powertrain has been our biggest focus point to get up and going more. And so we're gonna go ahead and spend the money on there. And hopefully, getting this up as best as possible. I know it knocks us down about 200,000, but honestly, I'm not too worried about our contract with our driver because we're not paying him $2 million. Teo has not earned that $2 million. I don't know where in the world he thinks his driver market is that, but it's not even close. So yeah, working on getting that powertrain up. We'll probably do the build time powertrain too. Then we'll probably start working into the chassis department and durability as soon as possible, as soon as we have the money to be able to get those funds. But let's hop into R&D here and we'll take a quick look, see how things are progressing. And right now it's showing that we are behind Williams, even though this on the line graph is showing we're above them. So maybe they got an upgrade coming in that's putting them past us. I'm not sure, but we are starting to catch Aston Martin and AlphaTauri. And yeah, I'm not sure really what the left is kind of displaying because it's saying Alpine is below AlphaTauri, but we can see here AlphaTauri is much well below them. So I'm not sure what that chart is saying specifically, but let's hop into R&D and let's see what we need to be working on. You guys can see here we got a couple upgrades coming in. Fortunately, the engine part won't be here in time for this race. I think it's gonna take a couple races before we actually get it. But yeah, let's see what we need to work on. And I remember last time we were talking about, for the chassis department, we were looking at either weight reduction or weight redistribution. And honestly, we might go ahead and do the weight reduction. That would probably be pretty solid for us. I'm not really worried about the road damage at the moment. Tire wear hasn't really been an issue. The lighter we get the car, the faster we can get to moving around the track too. So that will also help quite a bit. This will be the last upgrade we can do before we get our chassis department to level 2 in the weight redistribution. So we have 2 here that we would actually have a chance to do. But then we're gonna go ahead and go with this upgrade for the weight reduction, the monocue structure. I believe that's how it's pronounced. So go ahead and get that in. That will put us above Williams. It'll be in time for the French Grand Prix. Fortunately not Austria, but it's all right. We'll go ahead and get this done, and hopefully within a month this comes in and we don't have that issue. We do get it at an 18% discount, so not too bad. That also gives us some time to get this knocked down too, get some things going there. Durability wise, if we already are working on something so we can't do anything else, this is gonna come in no problem. It's not gonna have a failure chance. And then probably work on this next here in durability. And then we have aerodynamic, where right now we're kind of sitting pretty well. You guys can see we're 3rd on the chart at the moment. And honestly, I think we're just going to kind of save our resource points a little bit so we can kind of attack some of our other departments at the moment. And hopefully, through practice and stuff, we can kind of reduce these costs and get these cheaper and cheaper. But not sure if we will or not, just depends. But yeah, I think we're going to hold on to our points for now. Hopefully when that upgrade for the facility comes in, we'll go right away in. So looks like it's coming in the 25th. So yeah, we'll go right back in there and hop into the powertrain and probably start working on the ECU. Yeah, it might be the ECU. I don't know. We may go magnetic compound too. I'm not too positive. We'll figure that out when it's time for that. But yeah. And one thing, check real quick, we have earned the 5 Constructors Championship points. We actually earned it in that last race. Since we had 1 point already going into the Canadian Grand Prix, we were actually able to get those 4 points to get us that. So we have earned our primary sponsor goal. So hopefully, you know, we just go higher and higher from there. But next thing, you know, take a look here at the Constructors Championship. Charles Leclerc does lead it now. He is 3 points over Max Verstappen. George Russell in third with 142. Ferrari with 274 points is Ferrari. 21-point lead over Red Bull. Mercedes is nipping at the heels of Red Bull. They're not going away easily. Lewis Hamilton maybe not having the best season. George Russell definitely getting the most out of that Mercedes car right now. But gotta imagine Mercedes, they're in it for the long haul this year, and they're just constantly getting better and better. As you can see here, they're pushing Red Bull, and they're catching up quick. But another thing to look at, McLaren is starting to catch up with Alfa Romeo. On the left, it shows McLaren has already passed them. So I'm not sure if that's going into this upcoming race weekend at Silverstone or not. So who knows? But that's really all I got to do here for this pretty much introduction and Team Hub. So let's go ahead and hop into the sim, and hopefully, you know, no issues occur. And with that fabrication upgrade coming in, we're gonna go ahead and hop back into R&D. Got morale high, so hopefully, you know, things work out well. We don't have enough points. Actually, I just kind of glanced over there. We don't have enough points to even get the magnetic compound. So we'll go ahead and go with the ECU. It's pretty cheap. Actually, even if we were able to do the magnetic compound, I don't think it's going to be ready until like, I think we would miss like 4 Grand Prix for this one. Would be a nice upgrade for us though, when we can. Because our ERS is, but you know, we're probably going to wait. Going to get into practice. We're going to wait and we'll get this then. Fuel is not really a big issue for us at the moment, so I'm not too concerned. This is the stuff we need our suppliers to get a move on and get these into us. But yeah, not really much there. So yeah, we got the upgrade. We'll hop back here into the sim and we'll get ready for Silverstone. But first, we do have a Pirelli Hot Lap, and we'll see what, you know, they give us to do there. And we'll take it. Durability getting another upgrade. Ooh, we actually got some. We also got more R&D points. We don't have enough, but it is what it is. We'll probably go average speed zone this time. I don't really know if I want to do an auto crosshair Silverstone. I feel like that could be a little tough. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop into this. Let's see. Actually, we may even want to. Do we want to do another durability upgrade? How cheap is this? MGUK. Not sure if the MGUH or MGUK is having more, been kind of wearing more than the other. But honestly, at this point, probably don't matter. Yeah, it's fairly cheap. We got a good discount on it. Let's keep durability, you know, trying to get them as best as possible. We're going to get enough points back in practice to be able to start the magnetic compound unit. But yeah, Pirelli Hot Lap at Silverstone. Let's get to it. All right, so to reach goal, we need an average speed of 102. It's not very fast, so I'm guessing, I'm curious what section of the track they're going to have. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Maggots and Beckett's, but let's hop into it, boys. Let's hop into it. You know, we're getting our outside camera for these. We're in the Aston Martin, and yeah, Maggots and Beckett's, here we go. Not sure how this is gonna take here in one of these supercars, but definitely not looking maybe too forward to this. But let's get that speed up, man. It's gonna be hard to probably get through here. Well, we are dread. This thing is not wanting to turn through there. Holy crap. Get back up to speed quick. Not sure where that time. Oh boy, it's right there. Yeah, we're not getting up to 102. We even get up to silver. Yikes, 98. And it may only give us the 97. We crossed at 98. Yeah, 97.8. Yeah, definitely gotta do a much better job today. It's kind of it's more of a tough one than it looks. Okay, we carry more speed through that this time than we have in the prior times. Yeah, we're getting a little squirrely. Come on, get back up to speed. There we go. We're at 99. Come on. Oh man, it is going slow. We're just gonna barely get over 101. Dang it! We were a lot closer that time, but we'll take the silver. That's the best we could do, man. That's tough, especially coming around Maggots and Beckett's, but we'll take it. We'll take it. 500 Acclaim, $50,000. Not too bad. All right, done with practice. Take a look here with Teo. Teo actually got us some decent R&D. Could be better, of course, but we'll take what we can get out of Teo, man. He's on his last legs with us anyway, so. We're getting some discounts, though. The magnetic compound, which is what we're probably looking at to upgrade next. Getting some good discounts there, so it looks like it's going to be probably just over 1,000, or maybe 1,000 on the dot. I don't know if we got another one that's going to be coming through to get a discount. Looks like we will. And the ECU also going down too, so that's also nice to see. And the NGUH also starting to get discounts, so good to see that. Hey, yeah, we'll be under 1,000 for the magnetic compound, so that's good. We're gonna go apply that upgrade here while we're at this race, and hopefully, you know, it does end up coming in a reasonable amount of time. I believe it may not come in before the Italian Grand Prix, so we'll have to see how that is. But yeah, decent practice. Could have went better in some certain areas. Not really sure how this qualification is going to end up going, but we'll end up seeing how it does go. But yeah, let's hop into the R&D section here, and we will go ahead and start working on the magnetic compound. So it's going to take a good chunk of our R&D points, and yeah, it's going to come after, unfortunately. We'll be here before Belgium, but fortunately it is going to be after 4 Grand Prix. So hopefully, you know, we run into no issues with these upgrades. These are major upgrades for us. We definitely need it, and hopefully everything goes well. But that's all I have to show. Oh, actually, before we take a look, let's look at the R&D chart. And yeah, okay, so that makes sense. So major upgrades have came in for a lot of these teams, and makes sense why that side on the left was showing what it was. So McLaren has officially passed Alfa Romeo for 4th. AlphaTauri has jumped up there with Haas, and they are battling now with Alpine, and Aston Martin is like right there too. We keep going back and forth with Williams. Don't like seeing that, but hopefully, you know, these major upgrades we get come in and they help us out quite a bit too. And then once again, Mercedes, they're nipping at the bud of Red Bull, and Ferrari, boy, they just got a big lead over everybody. But yeah, that's all I have to do here. Let's hop into qualification and let's see how it goes for us. Well, it's not what you ever want to see. Is we have a cooling system fault, so we can't hop out there right away. Thankfully, it's not going to take too long, so we will still have a qualification run, but it just kind of sucks that we end up having a fault. So it is what it is. Let's get the repair time and let's get out there. All right, here we go, boys. Let's see what we can do in our first lap. Teo looks like he didn't qualify well at all right now. It's in the P20. Yeah, I don't know. Our car, you know, it's just still just kind of struggling with some things, but hopefully, you know, things do get a little bit better for us. But let's see how we do around Silverstone for the first time in our qualification run. Let's go. All right, first DRS zone. About to find out to see how far off we are Guan Yu, and looks like we're actually just a tad bit ahead of him. He's in P18, so Sector 1 is actually where we were losing the most time during like practice, so I'm curious. I really don't know where we were losing that time at, but that's just what the charts and stuff are saying. So guess we'll see, you know, kind of what we do through here, but you know, what we did through there. See, you know, how we do on this first lap. But here we go through Maggots and Beckett's. Oh boy, we did not start out the first start of that. Okay, we took that a little bit better. Yeah, we're wide on this one. Yeah, didn't hop on the gas at the best time either, maybe. Still has somewhat of a lead on Guan Yu. Not sure how close everything is though, but yeah, it's not gonna end up being like the best quality run ever. So, and now we're off the track. And through the final chicane, we are done, and it looks like we're actually well under. I'm not sure where we lost that time at to Guan Yu, but yeah, I'm not expecting this to end up being a good Grand Prix for us. We're going to need some things to happen for it to work out well for us, but let's head back to the garage. I don't know, you know. Yeah, we'll see. We'll just see how everything else is shaking up, but Stroll being ahead of us, not what we want to see. And we just took every sector worse than Stroll did there, but particularly Sector 3, we were much slower, so we'll run back out there and see what we can do, but hopefully, you know, we can get ahead of Stroll. And I guess coming back and running out there, man, we just did not have the time. I mean, my goodness. Alright, apparently it took him a lot longer to get around this track than when it comes to those flying laps, but we don't get an opportunity to run again, unfortunately, so P19 it will be for us. It's just not going that well out here. Teo's in P21. Stroll fell all the way down to 18. I think we could have caught Stroll. I feel like, we could have took Sector 3 better. It's the Magus and Beggars that we're really losing time at, but it is what it is. Catch you guys at the start of the race. Let's hop into the race intro.
We return once again then to the home of British motorsport and the birthplace of the Formula One World Championship. It's race day here at Silverstone and it's time for the British Grand Prix. Straddling the border of Northamptonshire and Buckinghamshire, the 18 corners of Silverstone Circuit form the 3.6-mile beating heart of Formula One. It's been reinvented over the years, with Turn 1 now the fast right-hander of Abbey, but the magic of racing is as strong here as it's ever been. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and the smooth operator Carlos Sainz completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Perez, George Russell and Verstappen, Norris, Ricciardo, Bottas and Fernando Alonso, Gasly, Tsunoda, Sebastian Vettel and Ocon, Mick Schumacher, Joe, Kevin Magnussen and Lance Stroll, Ace, Albon, Théo Pourchaire and Nicholas Latifi. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the rundown into Turn 1, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It will keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
The formation lap gets underway and every driver will be looking to settle in for the race ahead, making sure that their car is ready for the battle once the lights go out. As the cars make their way back to the starting grid to form up and get ready for lights out, let's hope the race ahead today is a thrilling one that will go down as a memorable Grand Prix in the history books.
Here we go. The 5 red lights here at the British Grand Prix are out. Oh, we got off the clutch late. And boy, here comes Alex Albon already passing. Latifi is also coming by too. Boy, the Williams cars get great releases off the line. And they have both moved up a couple spots. And Teo also moves in front of us. And boy, we are off to a miserable start. But we're going to go ahead and get Teo back. Oh, we're bumping tires with Albon a little bit. Kind of smacked into him. Yeah, we'll be all right. And we will get into P20. So we do drop a spot. We're off the Lance Stroll. But boy, what a start for Latifi. He's even moved ahead of Kevin Magnussen up there. Wow, look at the Williams. And let's come back to the very start of the race. And it is a good start for Charles Leclerc. But it looks like it might even be a better start for Lewis Hamilton, who's able to overtake Carlos Sainz and to hop into an early P2 through the first turn and first chicane of the day. Hamilton P2 with Leclerc 1, Sainz 3, and Verstappen in P4. Ooh, taking the outside here, trying to gain a couple spots. We definitely got one on Stroll, but can we get to Magnussen now? Doesn't look like we will be able to. And we'll be back in front of Stroll. Oh, well, not back in front, but we're in Stroll for the first time, chasing down Latifi and Magnussen. First section through, or first time through Magnussen. Beck is in the race. Oh boy, we lost. Like, we really went wide there. Well, it didn't go too bad, but here comes Stroll here down the straightaway, boy. It's just the engine, boy. We just don't have the power, but we're able to defend him off because we kept the inside line. And now we're making the dive on Latifi. Looks like we're gonna get it done there. We're up into P18. And now after Magnussen, question is, can we hold on to this P18? Because we know during the straights, we give up quite a bit of time. Well, we were on the back of Magnussen, but he pulled away quickly. Here comes Latifi. We're trying to defend him off here. And we got a battle with Magnussen and Joe up here in front of us. Can that battle lead us to taking over Magnussen? It will. And Magnussen falls down in the P18 as we jump to P17. And now we have the Alfa Romeo in sight. Well, there comes Kevin Magnussen back on the outside. He's in a faster car than us. I wasn't expecting to hold him off much longer anyway. But there he goes. Taking the spot right back. There we go. We're going to use some ERS, and we'll have the DRS off of Magnussen. We'll see if we can pull away at all from Latifi. Don't want to burn up all our ERS there, but something to try and pull away as we take that way too deep. Holy crap. Couldn't have took that any worse. Thankfully, we were able to hold on our position, but boy, we almost left the dang track. And here we are with Carlos Sainz here on lap number 3. He is going to have DRS open on Lewis Hamilton. He'll see if he can make an overtake here to get Ferrari back into a 1-2 position. He can't get to Hamilton this time around, but he's going to have more than one opportunity with DRS, especially down the long straightaway. We'll see if Hamilton can hold on to P2, though. He is not within DRS range of Charles Leclerc, who is way out in front as Leclerc gets ready to go through Maggots and Beckett's. And we'll see, you know, if everything holds on for Ferrari at the moment, but Sainz is definitely looking to hunt down Lewis Hamilton here at his home Grand Prix. But can Hamilton, going through Maggots and Beckett's, hold on through everything? Or will Sainz be able to catch him here on the long straightaway? Here we go. He'll have DRS deployed. Can Carlos Sainz get the job done on Lewis Hamilton, who does not have DRS? He is going to take down the inside line, and it will be Carlos Sainz into P2, overclaiming Lewis Hamilton's. And Hamilton will have to hold back into P3 and hopefully make a move at a later point in time. And Stroll is actually past Latifi now, so Stroll is now trying to come after us, but boy, we are not taking this well at all. We are doing a bad job so far around Silverstone. And Stroll has claimed us, but we have the racing line, and Stroll doesn't look like he took that part well at all. He'll fall way back. And we'll hold on to P18 for now versus our rival. Unfortunately, we're out of the DRS range of Magnussen officially, and I don't think we're ever catching back into his. Unless something crazy up there happens, but yeah. And coming through the final chicane here, going into lap number 6, Lance Stroll trying to make the move on us. We're defending him well. He's trying to go on to the outside, and Stroll runs into the back of us, and Lance Stroll is out of the Grand Prix. He loses his tire. Unbelievable, runs into the back of us, and that is going to do it for our rival. What a mistake right there by Lance Stroll. Just ran right into the back of us, and he is gone out of the Grand Prix as we go into a safety car now. Holy crap.
There's a new strategy available on the MFD.
Yeah, we're going to pit under the safety car. They gave us a new strand. Oh, man, we just killed somebody. We literally just ran somebody over, and oh, we got an issue. At least with the safety car out here. That's not the worst time for that to happen, but yeah. I don't know who we just ran over, but yeah, we definitely took somebody out of the Williams thing, but oh well. All right, safety car coming in this lap. They're giving us the control back, and let's see what we can do. And we're back here with the front runners. We got back with Lewis Hamilton. He's trying to make a good showing at his Grand Prix, but Carlos Sainz is not trying to have any of it. He squeezes Hamilton to the outside, and Carlos Sainz hops back into P2, but Hamilton not going away just yet. He's trying to fight back, but it looks like Sainz is going to be able to get it done, but Hamilton will have DRS after Maggots and Beckett's. Will he be able to overclaim the Ferrari driver? Here comes Lewis Hamilton, but it looks like Sainz has enough speed to hold him off. And boy, look at Charles Leclerc up there. He's absolutely dominating this race, and he is looking strong after the safety car restart. All right, safety car coming in this lap here. We're in P21, so I'm guessing not everybody pitted, but sticking with their original strategies. I don't know if that's going to hurt us or not, but we are going green here, and here we go. Back here in P21, and we are behind a lot of guys that are much faster than us, so like I said, guess we'll see what we do here with this, but I imagine we're going to be back here for a little while. We got DRS on tail here. I think he also has it too, so we're just kind of going the same speed, but we're going to take the inside on him and tail. Yeah, you can get out the way, dog. We got Albon there over. Never mind, we don't have Albon in our sight. He's going into the pits. Really separate ourselves from tail. Looks like Latifi up here is holding up Kevin Magnussen. It looks like Magnussen is getting frustrated with him. He's going to try and make the pass on him. Can he get it? Latifi keeps the inside there, and looks like Magnussen will get it done. And now Latifi's into the pits. And Magnussen is already off the soft, so he'll be headed to the hard tires. Boy, I feel like he didn't run on those that long at all, but he's into the pits. And that will actually throw us into P2 behind Perez, who's also on the hard tires. So we know we're kind of running a similar strategy that he might, because he came into the pits with us. So yeah, we'll see where we end up coming out when we have to pit again. But right now, running in P2 at the podium position, even though we know we're not finishing on the podium. But yeah, kind of cool to be up in there. But let's go. Lap 16 here with Daniel Ricciardo. He is behind his teammate Lando Norris by about 2.5 seconds, and Ricciardo is looking slow. Drivers are passing, and oh, Ricciardo has an engine failure. His car started smoking up a little bit, and oh boy, not what he was looking for. It was having a solid race for McLaren. We're looking in a solid 7 and 8 spot, and maybe even higher than that. But Ricciardo out of the race. Coming in for our next pit stop. See how we end up doing, where this ends up spitting us out at. We got an optimal turn in. Let's not have any issues this time. Real curious to see where we get spat out at. And we're having back-to-back issues. And this was worse than the last time, dude. Good grief, pit crew. Well, see what the damage is going to be done here. Oh man, I really think we could have got out in front of a few of these guys, but here we go on the soft compound. And actually, we do spit out pretty well, but I don't know. Let's see, we're out in front of Magnussen. Boy, Magnussen really jumped up here compared to where he was earlier. But yeah, let's see what we can do on the softs. Not sure we're going to be able to hold any of these guys out. They're all going to have DRS off of us. And here they go. There goes Magnussen. On the softer compound, fresher tires too. Maybe we can do something, but yeah, not too sure. Not too sure. A lot of time through Maggots and Beckett's there. They're only about a half a second back. Once again, you have DRS again coming down this straight, so you'll gain up quite a bit of time there.
0.1 seconds.
Boys, these softs are sticking to this track nicely. Got the fresher tires, boy. We were starting to pull away from Magnussen and company behind. We're out of his DRS range for now. Hopefully, we can keep that though. Lap 22 here, coming out of Magnussen Beckett's. Lewis Hamilton is on his former teammate Valtteri Bottas' tail. Hamilton has DRS deployed, trying to overtake Bottas, and they are going to collide with one another a little bit. Bottas kind of hits the inside of Hamilton, and Bottas has damage, and Bottas will go into the pits. Oh my goodness. Not what Alfa Romeo was looking for. Bottas got aggressive, and it bit him. Lost his end plate and with wing damage. That is terrible for Alfa Romeo.
Keep managing your tires.
Oh, Bottas is into the pits. Oh, boy, I wonder what happened with that. Why did he have to make a pit stop? But, boy, that has propelled us into P11. Don't ever think we're going to be able to catch Vettel. He's in a faster car, but, boy, if we ever could have, fight for that last point, that would be nice. But down to the last 3 laps here, we're pretty much staying status quo. We kind of gained some time here and there through certain areas on Magnussen, and then he kind of comes back on us throughout the straights. But I think P11 could be where we end up finishing this one out, so not too bad actually. And we are on board here with Sebastian Vettel, who just announced his retirement in real life. He is eyeing down Esteban Ocon. He has DRS open. Ocon looks like a sitting duck. He's going down into the inside. Ocon keeps the race in line, but Sebastian Vettel will overtake Ocon for P9 now. So Ocon and Vettel kind of been battling for a little while now. Looks like Vettel will try and hold on to P9 and get a couple points for Aston Martin. Oh boy, here comes Max. Well, if it doesn't ERS to be able to defend him off down this straight, he will have DRS, but hopefully him being on the hard compound will still help us out some. You know, these softs are definitely getting worn some. They're nowhere near as good as what they were, but so we might be in a battle for this 11th spot here on the grid with Magnussen on the final straight, or on the final lap of the race. So here we go. Let's see what we can do versus the Hot.
Final lap of the race.
Boy, he's really gaining time. Man, what in the world? I thought we took that section one of the best we've done it today. He is on our tail, and he is not going to go away easily. We have about a half a second, a little less than that. We're going to use our ERS here. We're going to defend the inside off of him. He'll take the racing line. He got on those brakes late. He's trying to go back to the outside. He's not going to be able to get it done there, though. He'll have to wait till the last straightaway. It looks like we will have enough ERS to hopefully defend him off on that one. We were able to do it once. Hopefully we can keep doing it, though, but see what he does through Maggots and Beckett's. We are on to the final lap of the Grand Prix, and leading the race is Checo. He is taking these hard tires to the very end. It is at the brink of death for those hard tires. But here we go. It is Carlos Sainz looking to make the move on the outside. He's going to get it done. Carlos Sainz is in the P1 as we're coming down here on the final bits of the race in the final chicane. And Charles Leclerc is going to get it done for Ferrari. It will be a P1 for Leclerc, P2 Sergio Perez, and Carlos Sainz will round out the podium with P3, followed by Max Verstappen with 4th. George Russell will end up in P5, and it's a great showing for McLaren, who's showing that they are doing a lot better on the R&D chart, as it'll be a P6 for Lando Norris, and behind him it will be Lewis Hamilton in his home Grand Prix. Just didn't turn out the best for him. He'll take P7. Fernando Alonso, P8. And we saw the battle with Sebastian Vettel and Ocon. Vettel trying to hang on to the position. Doesn't look like Ocon is going to be able to get past him through this final chicane. And it'll be a P9 for Sebastian Vettel. And Ocon will come in P10. And that'll round out the points. We're deploying it all. He's trying to take that outside. We're going to keep this inside. There's been a stronger line when it comes to defending. And here comes Magnussen on the racing line. We're defending him off. Can we get on the gas before he does? We do. Gasly also. And Gasly is overtaking Magnussen behind us. And so their fight into the final chicane should allow us to claim P11 here in this race. And we will take it here at Silverstone. It did not look like it at all was going to be a P11. It looked like we were going to be near the back of the grid. And the safety car race strategy, man, it paid benefits for us, and we will earn our first driver of the excuse me about that, but we'll earn our first driver of the day. And it comes here at the British Grand Prix. Not bad.
Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
Ferrari are at it again. An excellent performance in today's Grand Prix, and they're certainly a team that know what they're doing out there. Look at the driver's standings. Charles Leclerc, currently leading the championship standings, extends his lead even further with this result. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
I have to give it to Ace. They demonstrated a very delicate touch in close proximity to other cars, as well as showing a lot of maturity and patience in difficult situations.
Let's move on to the constructors. Ferrari continue to extend the gap at the top of the table. Meanwhile, good work from Aston Martin this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
It's not a bad race for us here at Silverstone. Get driver of the day, go from P19 to 11. A very good race strategy ended up paying off for us. Pitting under that safety car, going down to the sauce. We did really well on the hard tires. Actually kind of surprised how well we were able to keep up pace, but we also didn't have to really worry about heating them up because we were able to heat them up under the safety car. So that definitely benefited us quite a bit. Teo, yeah, things just don't keep going well for him. Teo finishes in P19. Honestly, was probably pretty close to being lapped like Joe was here at the end, but it is what it is. I mean, moves up a couple spots, but it's mainly because the DNS from Ricardo and Stroll. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't think Teo's coming back for the second half of the season. So, we'll end up seeing how that is. But Leclerc is a race winner yet again. Take a look at the driver's standings as he keeps his lead on Max Verstappen and grows to 17 points. Russell 23 points behind. And Ferrari continues their lead as they're the first team in the Constructors. 32 points over Red Bull and 66 over Mercedes, who is still trying to find a way to crawl into this, but I think we know who the top three are. It's a landslide. Alpine, Alfa Romeo, and McLaren. Boy, McLaren had a tough race with Ricardo finishing, because I think they would have jumped Alfa. Yeah, they would have jumped Alfa Romeo if he would have finished, because it was not a good finish for the Alfa Romeo team. Ended up with Bottas going into the pits because he broke his wing on Hamilton. And then you ended up with Guan Yu just not having a good race at all. Ended up being lapped by Leclerc and Sergio Perez. So, but yeah, that's gonna do it for this portion of the grid. Let's hop into what happens after the fact. Hopefully, we didn't occur any damages. I know Stroll ran into the back of us. Wouldn't be surprised if we do have some sort of damage. I guess we'll end up seeing, what's there. Acclaim looking at 11 right now. Hoping to get that up to 15 as quick as possible. And for what, yet again, it says we don't beat it. Okay, that is clearly broken. We have beaten Stroll each time. Okay, only 2,000 worth of damage. 45,000. Tell you, man, what in the world did you do? But yeah, we beaten him every single time. I don't know what in the world is going on, but that sponsor is clearly broke. Like, good grief, EA. Cole Masters, dang, get your stuff together. And honestly, they didn't even show our rival thing again. I don't even know if we have a rival at the moment. Who knows? Talking about today's, okay, well, so we got a marketing department event. I guess we'll go ahead and take care of this before. And okay, well, that may have been why we didn't have a rival. Okay, even then, we never settled the rivalry with Stroll yet, so I'm not even sure how that happened. But we are definitely not battling Ricardo, and we're dang sure not really been battling with Ocon. We had that one race with him. We're gonna get smoked at the water versus these guys. Our rivals have been really with Williams and Aston Martin. I mean, it really shouldn't be moving any further now. We're going to lose to either one of these. Ocon's probably the only one we can potentially tell. I mean, we see where McLaren is at on the R&D chart. We're not messing with Daniel Ricciardo. We're not touching anything McLaren's doing. They're, I think, pushing for the fourth best car on the grid. I mean, Alpine has started to slip a little bit, but even then, we're not out qualifying these guys. Like, yeah. We're going to go with Ocon, but it's not, yeah. It ain't going to be going well. Now we're really going to be earning 0 on the race weekends unless he ends up out of the race. But so, new rival. Not sure what happened with Stroll there. It just kind of disappeared for whatever reason. But next time out, you guys, we're going to have the Austrian Grand Prix. And looking forward to that one. I do like that track a lot. So, definitely looking forward to racing there. You guys, I want to say thank you all very much for watching the video. If y'all enjoyed it, make sure you guys hit the like button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts here on the F122 My Team Career Series so far. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with this series and more that we also are posting on the channel. If you guys haven't missed any other videos, the playlist link is in the description. I'm out till next time, everybody. Hope you guys stay safe out there. Hopefully you enjoy your weekend. Catch you guys in the next one. God bless and peace. Close it out, Future.
And it's the love from my fans got me still here.